Good morning, everybody, and welcome back to US-4567. I am at Hickory's Park in Owego, New York. I am right next to the Susquehanna River, which puts me in the activation area for the park. Hickory's Park is not an entity on Parks in the Air, but US-4567, which is the Captain John Smith Chesapeake National Trail or something to that effect is. And you can see it's hard to tell, the perspective's hard, but I'm about 10 feet from the river right here. There's a bank and then the river's like literally right here. So I am going to be running the Wolf River Coil Sporty 40 today. I've got everything tuned up for 40 meters. There's a lot of static crashes this morning on 40. Hopefully it's not too bad. Solar conditions are extremely bad, but it's pretty early. It is not quite 8 in the morning, so it's at 12 UTC. So I've got the Sporty 40 hooked up. I've got 50 feet of coax running back to my operating position. And today, I'm doing something I don't normally do. I'm gonna run 100 watts. Like I said, conditions are not amazing today. Now, I apologize for the screen flicker on the radio. What I'll probably do is I will set you up so you're not looking directly at the screen, because I don't want anybody to have, seizures or some weird crap from looking at a screen flickering the whole time you're watching my video. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna move all this stuff out of the way, and I'm gonna set the camera up this way so you'll be looking towards me and not the radio. And what I'll do is I'll turn the radio a little bit so you're not seeing that screen, because that would drive me nuts, and I'm sure it'll drive you nuts. So I've been listening for a few minutes. I haven't heard anything. I've called QRL. I believe we got a clear frequency. So let me get you guys set up here. And I am running basically my shack setup today. So I have my UR5CDX CT599, which is my favorite paddle, and my FTDX10, which is, like I said, something I don't normally run in the field. So I think we've just about got everything set up so you guys aren't going to watch the screen flicker the whole time. Get you back this way just a little bit. I think that's probably good. You can see the key. That's the important part. You can see my log. All right, so like I said, we're on 40 meters. I'm on 7.069. It is 7:58 in the morning. So we'll call QRL 1 or 2 more times just to make sure that frequency is clear. Hopefully you guys can hear that side tone. I can turn it up a little louder, but I don't want to make people insane. So it looks like we are good. Let me make sure I don't have any cables in the way of the camera here. We should be good. Okay. So I'm going to wait until exactly 1200 UTC. So that's 20 seconds from now. So we're gonna go 12. Everything's good in the camera. Yep. Make sure everybody can see everything. 5 seconds. Now what I don't know is, let me turn braking off real quick. I know on one of these memories I have a CQ POTA, but I don't remember which one it is. So let's see. Memory 1 should be RBN. Yep. Let's try 2. That's it. Alright, that's CQ field day. So I'm gonna reprogram this. I'm gonna turn the key speed down. It's much easier to, for some reason it is much easier to do this memory keyer at lower key speeds. I don't know why. So let's go message, memory, 5. Oh, that didn't work. See how that sounds. Turn the key speed back up to where I would normally run. No, that's gonna be at 18. work. Okay, so let's turn our key speed back up to 23. All right. Turn our volume back up so we can hear. Turn our braking back on. I'm going to turn the pitch up 590. Okay, we should be good to go. So, let's go ahead and call CQ. So when I hit the RBN here. Okay, just hit the RBN. So I should be spotted on Parks in the Air. And again, we're running 100 watts today, so I should get a decent number of calls here. I heard a Z. What? Oh my goodness. Oh. Come on. Come on. Only people with Z in your call sign. I got Dave. Yep. Mississippi. That first caller was weird because I had multiple people calling at the same time. I asked for a Z. I can't imagine there's that many people with call signs in their Z's, and I had like 3 or 4 people coming back to me, but maybe there were. It was really hard to tell. They were kind of down in the weeds. I might be able to pull them out on camera. It's weird because sometimes you'll hear things on the camera that my ear won't pick up. The microphone and the camera pick stuff up that I don't hear. Oh, pile up. Gotcha. 429 on 100 watts. Jersey. I heard a Z in there again. I had a huge pileup. Where'd everybody go? That's interesting. I knew conditions were gonna be a little weird today. 1, 2, 3, 4. Like I said, the sun has been really, really angry lately. All right, I heard an F. What? Man, signals are weak this morning. Gotcha. There he is. Man, listen to that QSB. Listen to that QSB, man. Missouri? It's weird. I have pileups and then everybody goes away. KF9R. Yep. Listen to that. Listen to that. Yep. Man, listen to that QSB. Gotcha. Indiana. Five 79, that's what I expect. Ohio. Listen to the everybody's zero beating me. It's bad. I heard an NR in there. Massachusetts. Keep sending 72 because I'm used to it. I heard a 4 in there. Yep, gotcha. Tennessee. I heard it 8. I just opened my filter way up. Ah. Mike. You should be Georgia, yes. Thanks for getting the log, man. Okay, I gotta park the park. Oh, come on, just park the parks. I can't make him out. What? He just came up. Seven, 6, 1. get down to the weeds. KB9RPG. QLK, I think. WA2 QLK, I think. Yep. Man, he is way down there. Jersey. He's coming in pretty good. Oh, there's somebody else sending in there. Yep. Gotcha. Oh, he just came up. And the QSB is deep this morning. Oh, 0 beat. I think I heard an X. I got 2. Gotcha. Or a T. Gotcha. I think I got that right. Hampshire. Yeah, I gotcha. Well, that was a pretty good run there. I had somebody else in there. We'll call CQ 1 or 2 more times. And if we don't get any other bites, that's fine. I'm good. We've got 24 in the log, I think. So it makes a big difference on 100 watts. Like I said, we've got a lot of QSB today. Solar conditions are really bad. I wanted to get out earlier than this even and get this activation rolling, but I just didn't get... I didn't... Hold on. WI1G. Whoops, I don't know why I just did that. WI1G. It's a regular. So like I said, some of these guys are regulars. Like I recognize their call signs from, like I could pull those guys out of anywhere because they work with me all the time. One thing I do want to say is, K9BRS, when he called me, I work him all the time too, but he said in Indiana. So he said IN. Be careful when people send IN, because sometimes they'll say, hold on. Because they might send their INPA. Oh, 8. Yep, gotcha. QRP. So like I was saying, people might send IN and then their states. They'll say that they're in Michigan or they're in Pennsylvania. So be careful writing Indiana down, because sometimes they won't be in Indiana. They'll be saying they're in Georgia, right? But he sent IN twice, which means he's in Indiana. So be careful with that one. All right, we'll call CQR 1 or 2 more times. That one's, I like to use the states just as a check. You don't need to log them. But I like to use those as a check. So if I have a question about a call and I look them up, I can match the state to the call. I got a 4K something KX. Where'd he go? All right, you know what? That's a lot of calls for one. We've been on the air 40. We do a video about 40 minutes, so we've been on the air about half an hour. So we're gonna go ahead and call QRT, I think. Hold on. Gotcha. I got a chipmunk who just popped out. He's coming across over towards me. We'll call QR, is it? Wait. Yep. Great call sign. He's probably a little stronger than that. He's up to about 5'3", 5'4" now. Ohio. 5D. I actually opened my filter up to 800 hertz to pull some of these out. Man. Gotcha. Listen how staccato those are. Those are beautiful. Sounds like he's on a straight key. Sounds like he's on a straight key, and his dits are real short and staccato. That makes him really easy to pull out. Little longer DAWs, little shorter dits. People on straight keys a lot of times, their DAWs are too short and their dits are too long. I'd much rather real short staccato dits and a little bit longer DAWs. That makes life way easier. All right, let's go ahead and call QRT. Again. Okay, so, whew, all right, let's kill a radio. All right, so we got, let's see what we got here in the log. We've got quite a few. Each page holds 22, right? So there's page number 1. So 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, 30 in about half an hour, because I started at 04 and then went to 36. So that's about a call a minute. Some of those were a little bit faster than a minute. Oop, I threw my seat on the floor here. Let me grab that. Ugh. So, I mean, that makes a big difference when you're running 100 watts. You know, I normally run QRP, but like I said, the band conditions have been so bad lately. The solar conditions have been lousy. What time is it? 42, 43. The band conditions are lousy. No, yeah. So band conditions are lousy. And, oh, you know what? I logged that wrong. Those are 40 to 44, 45, and 46. So it really took about 40 minutes. Okay, so like I said, band conditions have been lousy lately, so I figured I'd bring out a radio with a little more power. I thought about running the G90 or the FX4CR, and I was like, yeah, you know what, I'll just run full 100 watts. And it makes a big difference. I had some pretty good pileups going there. Now, I had a lot of people zero beating me. I can't talk today. I had a lot of people zero beating me this morning. Like I said, I had to open my filter. I opened it up to 800 hertz, and I still had people calling outside of that. I don't really want to go up to 1,000 hertz when I'm trying to work CW. It gets a little ridiculous. Try not to zero beat, guys, but don't call way off frequency either. Like, dial up, like, I don't know, 50 to 100 maybe, someplace in that vicinity. Don't go crazy in either direction. Go up or down, like 50 to 100. Like, usually I'll turn on the transmit clarifier, and I'll go plus or minus 40 is where I start every time, and then I'll move around from there. But don't go crazy. Don't go like up, you know, a ton or down a ton, but don't zero beat either. Kind of move around a little bit, and if I don't pull you out of the pile the first time, move a little bit. When you get one of those tones that jumps out at you, that's when you know you're good. And it only takes a little bit to make you stand out from the crowd, but I had a lot of people zero beating me today. So, you know, like I said, I'm basically running my shack setup today. My FTDX10 and the UR5CDX CT599. This combination is this is my shack setup. This is what I love, this radio. I love that key. This radio is really hard to beat for what it costs. Yeah, the ergonomics are a little wonky. You got to get used to where the band button is because it's kind of crowded and things like that. But the filtering and the audio and the selectivity and the sensitivity on this radio are fantastic. It's really good for this kind of stuff. Like I said, the band conditions were kind of trash today, and I knew they were going to be. And you know, I've had mixed results with the Sporty 40, but I've got the Sporty 40 on there today with the 3 Wolf River Coils radials on the Wolf River Coils tripod on the Magic Carpet, and I was able to get this to tune to 1.4 to 1 without the tuner in the radio. I did turn the tuner on just to pull it down a little bit because it was bouncing up and down a little bit. But you know, I've had mixed success with that Sporty 40. Now, you can't buy Wolf River Coils antennas right now. One of the guys is ill, so they're not selling anything currently, but it works. It's just a little funky, okay? So if you buy one of these, you may have to play with grounding and whip length and everything to get that dialed in correctly. And also understand that if you have a Sporty 40, it will only work with one of the Wolf River Coils 213-inch whips unless you put a little extension on the top. So if you've got like a Chelegans antenna, well, I don't even think they're not, I think they're 10 millimeters, so it wouldn't even screw on, but like a Chameleon, they're too short, so you got to build a little jumper on top that clips to the top of the antenna to make it long enough, okay? So, but if you buy like a Chelegans MC750 or something like that, you don't have to worry about that. But if you have one of these Sporty 40s, just know that if it's not one of these Wolf River Coils whips, you may run into a situation where it is a little bit, your whip is a little bit too short, and all you got to do is put a little alligator clip with a piece of wire and just have it sticking out of the top just so you can get it long enough. I actually had to shorten this up about half a extension here to get this to tune up, and that changes depending on what the ground's like and things like that. But at any rate, everybody, all in all, that was a pretty busy activation. Like I said, I figured with this radio it would be, and like I said, with band conditions the way they were, I wasn't going to mess around. I just figured I'd bring the big gun out. So at any rate, everybody, thank you so much for watching. I really do appreciate it. Thank you, everybody, for getting in the log today. There were a lot of familiar calls this morning. I really do appreciate it. So I will try to get out and get some more of these activations rolling. I just finished up a 5th grade CTE summer camp where we had 5th graders in the school for 2 weeks doing different trades. So I had different group of 5th graders every day I was doing auto tech with, and there was a kid, Co, who was really interested in this stuff. So I'm going to see if I can get him he lives here in Owego, so I'm going to see if I can get him down to the park here someday, and he can have his parents bring him down or whatever, and he can see how this goes, because he was really super interested. So Co, if you're watching this, man, I'll get you down here at one point. I was going to try to get a hold of you today, but it was so early. I was like, you know what, I'll do a daytime activation sometime with you. But at any rate, everybody, thank you so much for watching. I really do appreciate it, and as always, until next time, 7-3.